Okay, so this is a video review of the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron trilogy, Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime. So here he is. I don't know what Hasbro's been doing these past couple of years, but it feels like they're releasing Grail figure after Grail figure after Grail figure after Grail figure. So there are a lot of missing pieces in my collection, such as like Optimus, this guy Galaxy Convoy, and it's like they're just churning them out left and right. I don't know if they're just finally listening to their fans or what, but I really like what's happening. So this guy in particular, I just got it from Toy World. I actually had to drive like 80 kilometers to actually find it, but having this guy in hand, it's really worth it, and it's really nice figure, nice compliment to the Siege figures I already have. So without further ado, let's go through the box and then let's go through the figure. Okay, starting with the packaging, it's pretty much the standard Siege packaging. He is figure number War for Cybertron -S40. On the side is, some might like it, I think it's a not so flattering image of Galaxy Convoy. The other side is pretty much a standard Siege artwork. At the back is images of Prime, the cab, the fire truck mode, and the full upgrade mode. So 13 steps to convert, 20 steps to convert, 21 steps to convert. I don't even know what that refers to. And there's also an image of Shockwave. He also comes with this very nice, very clear set of instructions. Can't fault these instructions at all. Very nicely done. Explains transformation and everything very clearly. Here are his guns, in case you're interested. So the backpack is called the Twin Blast Galaxy Pack. That's the backpack and those two large cannons. Those side arms are the same as Magnus, is called Magnetic Inducer Launcher. Are called, there's two of them. And then that pistol is called the Gravity Force Laser. Okay, so I thought it'd be best to start with the big guy Optimus Prime himself. So this is Optimus Prime in his base robot mode. He's a little chunky, pretty much as chunky as the Ultra Magnus, which I'll show you later on. But I really did like how Ultra Magnus looked in his base robot mode. So this is almost the same, so it's something I like as well. There are differences, so the chest part is different. This crotch piece, while the front is the same, when you flip it for the upgrade mode, it is different. And also this backpack is different as well, but everything else is pretty much the same. His joints do suffer from a bit of degradation, mold degradation, but I mean, they're still tight. A little bit looser, but not so loose that it is annoying. So yeah, looking closer at the figure, he does have that pretty good, very good Optimus Prime head sculpt. So it's not exactly the same as the one we gotten from the Siege Voyager. As I said, this matches the Ultra Magnus one, which I'll compare later on. The chest is very Galaxy Convoy looking, at least the pre-upgrade version. Does have a lot of nice colors. Also has that same, let's see if it's the same. No, it's actually different. So this is actually just blue plastic, no silver paint underneath, but I mean I guess the black hollowness of the inside makes it look nice. Lots of painted details here. So this, it's all painted detail, which is nice. Going down to the feet, it's the same feet that we saw in Ultra Magnus, only painted in Prime colors. There's only a little bit of that valve damage, and weirdly enough, it's in the inside of the arms. So I would have preferred to have it here as well. There's some in the front. I would have preferred it to be here as well. So you can understand, you can't be fighting and have only the insides of your arms be dirty, right? From the back, still nice. It does have that same egregious backpack that Magnus has, but it's not as bad. Also, these are removable, so it makes the backpack a little bit smaller. Even then, it still has the backpack, so yeah. Now you can put the weapons, so his weapons on his arms. Also, you can put those two blaster cannons as well, which is nice. This gun still has that inner hollowness, which is annoying, and it doesn't have the paint that Magnus one has, which we'll show later on, but you can peg that there. I thought you can peg these other guns here, but no, this is loose, so yeah, not as tight as I hoped it would be, so you can't really store the guns there. Anyway, yep. So let's go through some comparisons, and let's go through his articulation. His head is on the ball joint, it goes left, right, swivels up and down. Arm can go that much out, goes all the way around, swivel at the upper arm, 90-degree bend, swivel on the wrist, waist swivel, legs that go all the way out, all the way forward, heavy ratchet, all the way back, also heavy ratchets, knees that go 90 degrees, there's ankle, back part of the ankle, and ankle tilt that goes that much in, a little bit out. So first off, here he is with Siege Megatron. So as you can see, they are a pretty much a good scale. Prime is a little bit smaller, which I think is okay. He has repro labels, by the way. Do a search on Transformer Siege comics, and you'll see these two as I think the cover of one comic, and yeah, I think these are a nice representations of those figures in the comics. Here he is with the Siege Voyager Optimus Prime. So if you want a G1 Optimus Prime, this is the way to go. By the way, he has repro labels, and I have a review of repro labels for both him and him in my channel if you want to see. So yeah, bit chunkier, still a nice figure. This is superior in terms of G1 likeness though. Here he is with leader part of Prime's Optimus Prime. So the part of Prime's one is quite a bit bigger, and you'll see when I compare them with the full upgrade mode, still a bit big. And here he is with my two reference figures, Siege Sideswipe and part of Prime's Dreadwind. And here he is with the two other unarmored versions of the leaders. So that's Leader Class Siege Soundwave and Leader Class Siege Ultra Magnus. Now, looking closer at the two, so you can see everything is almost the same, even the head sculpt. Look closer. They're exactly the same head sculpt, only different colors. So as I said, chest is different, backpack is different, and if I just flip this crotch piece, different from that crotch piece. Too white. There you go. Different crotch pieces. I guess Ultra Magnus is a little bit white. And of course, Siege Optimus Prime with Paul Rudd, Daisy Ridley, and Mark Ruffalo on a scooter. So now let's armor him up. First thing you do is you take these feet parts, fold the heels in, push that foot in. Same with the other one. So you can see he has optional giant heel spur, which is not necessary, but I like to open that out because he does get a bit back heavy. So for the top part, you open up the arms, fold the head in like so. Peg that back in. Peg that back in. Now I've seen reviewers with this firmly down there. So you can see mine is slid up. So the way you slide it, so you can't slide it up or down with this peg. You actually have to push the body forward, and then the peg is free to go up and down. So in this mode, it has to be pressed down. Now peg that back in, and then switch the belts. Now next thing you do is you take these shoulder thingies which go on his shoulder, so they go all the way down, same as this, all the way down. Yep. Now these things that go on his butt will actually peg on his arms. Make it so, see, there's a flat peg and a round peg, flat and round, so there's no mistaking where each of them goes. That goes there, and the other one goes on the other side. There you go. And then this huge backpack piece, so it goes, that spine part will go there, and then there are a couple of small pegs here that go into those slots there. So just, this is probably the hardest part of this, and it's not even that hard. Yeah, there you go. And then just to finish it off, take his gun. Let me just swoop my camera up. There you go. And this gun will go right up here. And then in the package, it actually shows these guns as being here, the back, which is, I guess, an okay place to put it. I just put them here on the sides because it looks daft up there anyway. Yeah, and there you have Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime all kitted up. So this looks really cool. I mean, no doubt about it, this is probably the coolest looking Optimus Prime I have in my collection right now, just with all these things hanging on him. Yeah, so looking closely at the figure, he has this, I don't know, very Megazord like head sculpt, which is really nice. Has this really nice wings with these. These are full wheels, by the way. They don't turn or anything, they just paint it, but not too bad. This bulked up arms. It's nice hexagonal shaped chest piece. The feet looks like Magnus feet, only different colors, although this side and back part of it is a new mold. That's it from the side. The heels keep him standing up, and from the back, really nice looking Prime. So in terms of articulation, he still retains the same articulation as the small robot, although it is hindered a little bit by the wings, so you can't really swing it around, but otherwise all the same articulation is retained, even the ankle pivot, which is really nice. These tall pylons at the back, they swing forward, so okay, let me swing the other one forward. They swing forward, so you can pose him shooting the things. Now it does have these two handles, and these handles shift forward and back to accommodate Prime's hand. So just peg that there, swing this forward and peg that there. And yeah, he looks really awesome, really powerful. Just nice, really nice. So for some comparisons, here he is again with my reference figures, Dreadwind and Cybertron. Here he is with Voyager, Megatron, and Optimus Prime. So he does grow in size, but not so much so that he towers over them, which is nice. I like the direction in which he's a leader class. He's more complicated, more complex in terms of features, but he doesn't like tower over the other figures like the old leader class figures does. So I like that. Speaking of all leader class figures, here he is with Power of the Prime's Optimus Prime. So he is quite a bit bigger, and he is really nice looking, really G1 accurate. But while he is big, this guy feels a lot more substantial than him in terms of heft. So yeah, he's still a nice figure to have anyway. So he's a good figure, but I really like that guy. And here he is with the other two leader class figures from the Siege line, Shockwave and Ultra Magnus. And yeah, I think Shockwave draw the short straw on this one. Just don't get me wrong, he's a really good figure, really nice pick up and play figure. I bring him to the office really a lot of times, but between these three, no. Now focusing on these two. These two look awesome, man. It's like the heft and the bulk that these two have. What can I say? It's like brothers of destruction is what I call them. Really nice looking figures. And Mark Ruffalo on a scooter. Okay, so to transform him into his truck mode, I thought I'd start with the robot mode, just to get the review short. But yeah, just to transform him, unpeg the arms, push this forward, and like Ultra Magnus, I just suggest you push down there. And when you push these things. So if you push from the top, here you'll break this piece. But yeah, so push that there. While you're here, flip the head in. Again, when you're opening this, hold on to this and this. Don't use that as leverage. Now flip this to the back, very similar to Ultra Magnus. Fold the feet forward, peg them together, peg that. Oh sorry, up, sorry. Now I push this down, and then you flip it forward. Yep. Push this forward until it clicks. There you go. And then you flip this in. Make sure to peg that there. And then make sure that this tab rests there. See? Do the same with the other arm. Peg in. And then parts forming. Shame these things that were on his arms. Peg there. Oops. Flip that forward and then peg it together. Parts forming for shame. Don't like parts forming, nothing you can do. Still an awesome figure. And there you have him in his cab mode. So pretty much the same cab as for Magnus. Now, let's continue with the other parts. Set him to the side. These feet, just fold that in. Fold that in. Take these, and they just hide in here. Oh. The other side. Sorry. There you go. So it's supposed to look like that. And there's no rhyme and reason for this, so sorry about that confusion, but this should be pointing that way and going to the arm. I wish there was a better way of transforming that, but that's how it is. And then you can now peg them together. Remove this. Peg these together. Set that to the side. Now take this big thing. First thing you do is you just unfold this, unfold that, unfold this, and this will actually unfurl. So let's see where it's unfurling. There you go. Unfurls this way. There we go. And then these will go that away. So these things will peg to the underside of this. So see, similar to how the similarly shaped pegs are pegged onto the back of the feet of Magnus, these just peg here. Now these, which serve no purpose on Magnus, does have a purpose here. So those two pegs will peg there, and then these two things will slot inside there. So this takes a bit of doing, so apologies if it takes time. So first is you try to peg these there and these there. These don't really peg all that well together, but it doesn't matter because once it's stuck to this one, it will stay solid. So just peg that there, peg that there, and then those peg those there. So yeah, just push this there, and they just all mind you, these, while they look nasty, they look difficult now, it's really hard to take them out later on, so mindful. Yeah, so that's that. The head just rests there. Might as well turn it around. That will peg under that. See that slot? It just goes like that. And then that's it. You then peg this slot to the feet, and then that to the spine of the truck, and then these two tabs to that slot there. So that, again, this just take a little bit of doing just because of the number of pieces together meant to join together. So yeah, take that there, take that there. Now these just go that way, and then these guns, you can store them here. I just like this officially stored like this, but I don't know, it looks daft to me. I'll just store it here. I think a little bit more coherent. And with that said and done, here is Galaxy Convoy in his really cool looking Cybertron in fire truck mode. mean, I have qualms with this, like that gap that was in Magnus and the very visible head, but otherwise it is really nice, really imposing looking truck, especially with this really nasty looking grill piece. So looking closely at the truck, it's really nicely painted. That's again the only battle damage that you can see. Oh, that and those toes. But yeah, again, the faux wheels makes me wish they just made the wheels, you know, double-sided. Even if it's also faux on this side, I don't mind it. More wheels, more fun, I guess. There's that detail there that does get hidden if you store the gun here, but what can you do? Back of the truck looks like Magnus, so same curved feet at there, so nothing you can do. Yeah, nice looking. There's no real flight mode. There's no way to finagle the wings to make it look like it's flying, but you take what you can get, similar to Optimus. These go up and down, left and right, so yeah, similar to this one. There's no extending or anything, but again, not too bad. Yeah, nice looking truck mode. Okay, so I'll just limit the comparisons to the necessities to shorten the review. Anyway, here's Siege Leader Optimus Prime with Power of Primes Optimus Prime, and Siege Voyager Optimus Prime. There's so many primes in that sentence. But yeah, this is how they look together. I like how they're pretty much scaled together. So this looks like a proper G1 Earth mode. This looks like a stylized one, so I guess the person will be sitting a little bit higher. And this one is again Earth mode. From the sides you can see these two pretty much are scaled the same way. Comparing with the leader class, however, the leader class is a bit longer. Part of primes is a bit longer, you can see. But again, this looks a lot nicer than that, I know. And of course, probably the only comparison that matters, here he is with Siege Ultra Magnus. Here these two are two powerful looking, imposing looking trucks. I mean, you have to decide which one will be ramming you in your tiny little car. I don't know if I choose one or the other. They look pretty imposing to me. They are pretty much, the cab is pretty much the same. Better if I use this as the bottom, I guess, more flat. Yeah, the cabs are pretty much the same size because they're basically the same figure. They are almost the same length. This guy is more solid, though this one is still nice. Now here he is with pretty much the only comparison that matters, Siege Ultra Magnus, and I must say these are two really imposing trucks. I don't know which one I'd want to be beside when I'm driving in the highway. As expected, the cabs are pretty much the same size, and for all intents and purposes they're exactly the same. Well, minor difference, exactly the same length. Yeah, they do really look good together, I must say. And Mark Ruffalo scooter. Okay, so this leads us to the end of the review and leaves us with two very important questions. So, if I were to choose, since they are blatant retools of each other, if I were to choose, should I get this guy or that guy? If you ask me, I'd very begrudgingly, and I mean dunk my head in the water kind of begrudgingly, pick that guy. I mean, he's just a little bit tighter. Joints are a little bit better given that he's a retool. And since he's a Wave 1 figure, you know how Hasbro is with Wave 1, trying to impress us. I mean, the paint apps are just a little bit cooler. All that said, that brings us to question number 2. Should you be getting this guy? Absolutely, get this guy. No question about it. You'll kick yourself later on by not getting him. So yeah, both are excellent, essential figures in my opinion. Okay, so with that said and done, this has been Grim Trigger. This has been the excellent Galaxy upgrade, or Galaxy Convoy, Galaxy upgrade Optimus Prime. And if you like the review, please do leave a like, leave a comment, share, and of course subscribe. I really need those subscribers, please. Yeah, and see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Mark Ruffalo's on scooters.